Thank you very much. While standing, we go into sing the national anthem. In my program, it was indicated that it will be done by Moteo. If not, the DJ will assist us with the national anthem. Thank you very much. You may be seated. If there are still students at the registration center, let them come in. That registration will happen hereafter. For now, we want them in the hall. My name is Kopun Radikonsane, and I work as the Director General of the Free State Provincial Government. Welcome to this session. It has been dubbed as a session where we are celebrating because we are assisting the cause of those needy students who have been experiencing shortage of funds to be able to deal with their university obligations. And we are quite glad that the MERSETA have been very generous in assisting us to deal with this problem. They are today our main blesser. So, MERSETA, thank you for blessing us with this assistance. We welcome the Honorable Premier Mkolisi Dukwana. We take the opportunity to welcome the MECs, various MECs from our various departments who are here, including the MEC for Education, who is also at the center of the event today. Your Worship, our mayors from various municipalities, the Vice Chancellor of the University of the Free State, the Vice Chancellor of the Central University of Technology, and the Principal of Moteo, and all other colleagues coming from those institutions, my colleagues from various government departments who are here, and new students from our esteemed institutions of higher learning. We welcome you to this session, and we would want to attempt to conclude this session just after 12, just after 12. So every speaker on the program can assist us to conclude. We have already lost an hour because you were not in the hall. We were here from 8:30. So don't say the premier and all other guests delayed you. You are actually the people who delayed you. We could not start the function, the wedding without the bride and the bridegroom. So we waited for you who are at the center of the event today, and welcome to this important event. I'm going to request MEC Brown to do some opening talk and welcoming all the guests who are here. And then from there, Advocate Malakwane, Tsorala Malakwane, the head of the department, will immediately follow to quickly introduce the guests, and then we will proceed with our program for the day. MEC Brown is dealing with the welcoming, but also important to further elaborate on why we are here. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director Kia Leboa. Our Premier, Ntati Mkolisi Dukwana, members of the Executive Council, mayors and executive mayors present, the DG, HOD, CEOs, board members of state-owned entities, and senior management of provincial and local governments, the leadership and board members, CEO and senior management of MERSETA, the Rector and Vice Chancellor, and the Council and senior management of the Central University of Technology, the Rector and Vice Chancellor, the Council and senior management of the University of the Free State, Principal, Governing Body and Leadership of Mateo TVET College, student representatives of all institutions, corporate, SA, private sector that are present, of course, all of you beautiful students, ladies and gentlemen. The Free State Provincial Government, led by our Premier, Ntati Dukwana, and the members of the Executive Council in partnership with the Manufacturing, Engineering and Related Services Education and Training Authority called MERSETA, Mr. Malapo, our board member of MERSETA, and the CEO, Ms. Mpande, had a vision, joint vision for skills development for the youth of our province. But not only for skills development, but for an environment that is conducive for the youth to enter the mainstream of our economy. It is no secret that the global economy has slowed down, and the higher than expected global inflation peaked in 2022, largely related to deepening geopolitical tensions, which has indeed affected our domestic and our local economy. It is thus that our province, of course, is in the process of finalizing and updating our Free State Growth and Development Strategy, which will pave the way, a focused and clear approach to our socio-economic objectives, our targets as a province, and our implementation and action plan. Having to manage a very tight fiscus as Treasury, it is an absolute welcomed relief to achieve our objectives in the province with this strategic partnership with our SETAs. Today, this very first of its kind event, which will culminate in the signing of a memorandum of agreement in its aim to skill and reskill the unemployed youth of our 5 districts within our province, and to furthermore meet the urgent need of reducing our high unemployment rate in the Free State. We are introducing to you, young people of today, we are introducing you to the private sector who is present, and our private sector to you. This is our repository of graduates in the engineering, manufacturing, and other related fields. They are fresh, they are hungry, they have new ideas, they are innovative, they are motivated, and they would love to practice within your institutions, in your various graduate programs, learnerships, and of course with the aim to be employed. Our various departments and institutions that will receive and are beneficiaries of the MERSETA partnership is the Office of the Premier, Department of Education, Department of Economic, Small Business Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Community Safety, Roads and Transport, Mateo TVET College, University of the Free State, and the Central University of Technology. I am sure the Premier will be delighted to talk to the numbers related to those partnerships. I would like to urge our beneficiaries, young people of today and tomorrow, those of you who will enter the working world without any debt, kindly focus on savings and purchasing productive assets which will appreciate in the future and be good investments, not only in business but in your personal investment capacities. To those unemployed youth who will be placed in those various skills programs across the province, those that are in the various sectors that are outlined in further discussions today, come with a call to action. Bring your right attitude, be innovative, and learn techniques that will create efficiencies in line with governance and the regulatory requirements within the institutions that you will serve. Congratulations, Honorable Premier. Congratulations, MERSETA, for this exquisite partnership. We are looking to this incredible program, and we are looking forward to the students of the future and what you will contribute to our society as large. I thank you very, very much, and you are thus all welcome to this very, very prestige event. Thank you very much. Kia leboa.
Thank you, MEC Brown, MEC for Treasury. Let me invite the HOD for Education, Advocate Tshwarelo Malakwane, to handle the next item.
Thank you very much, DG. With your kind indulgence, DG, I've got quite a long list of acknowledgements to make. I'm going to propose that I go through the list and probably at the tail end request that we really accord all the attendants a round of applause. Because I believe that money talks, all else walks. I thought it's very important that I go through this list as quickly as I can so that the most important announcements are actually made without a hindrance. Let me take this opportunity therefore, DG, to really thank you for the privilege of allowing me to render this item. I take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Premier, Mxolisi Dukwana, for the Free State Provincial Government. I also need to take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of MECs present today, the MEC for Sport, Arts, Culture and Recreation, Honorable Dimakaso Mahasa, the MEC for Community Safety, Roads and Transport, Honorable Queen Matai, the MEC for Education, Honorable Makalo Mohale, the MEC for Public Works and Infrastructure, Honorable Dipulelo Mahlatsi, and the MEC for Provincial Treasury, Honorable Khadija Brown. I will also take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of executive mayors for the following municipalities. First, Ledabi District Municipality, Lejoli Putswa District Municipality, Mangaung Metro Municipality, Thabo Mofutshanyane District Municipality, and Harip District Municipalities. Because of the long list of mayors, I want to also acknowledge the presence of any of the mayors of the 23 municipalities. I almost did something that is very career limiting by forgetting to announce the MEC for this year. He is my former chairperson of SCOPA and the former chairperson of the Standing Committee on Education. I know I would not have slept if I left without announcing my dear MEC Tabomeko. MEC Tabomeko, my humble apologies. And then let me acknowledge the presence of any of the 23 mayors present and any of the 23 municipal managers present. I also want to acknowledge the presence of HOD for this year, Dr. Mbulelo Nokweku. I could not recognize any other HOD of any department. If they are here, my humble apologies, they are duly acknowledged. Let me take this opportunity also to acknowledge all financial institutions present. Financial institutions present. I wish I could be Mzwake Mbuli and have that echo, financial institutions present, because without them, they are unable to extend our hand in augmenting the budget that is never enough for government. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge all financial institutions present: Standard Bank, ABSA, Nedbank, African Bank, Land Bank, Old Mutual, Ashupol, financial services companies, Vodacom, and MTN. There are also entities in our midst, all representatives of FDC, all representatives of Centlec, representatives as well as the CEO of the Free State Gambling, Liquor and Tourism Authority, representatives also of Bloemfontein. I would also want to take this opportunity because sometimes it's very important for people to know who are people behind the support that is accorded to government. I would want to start first with the MERSETA delegates, the Accounting Authority Chairperson, Ms. Kate Muloto, Accounting Authority Member, Mr. Tapelo Molapo, Acting CEO, Mrs. Nedi Sampande, Acting Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Naftali Mukhotsane, Corporate Services Executive, Mr. Rajesh Jok, Chief Information Officer, Mr. Tebuo Muepi, Acting Strategy and Research Executive, Dr. More Manda, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Advocate Lebucham More, Client Relations Manager, Mr. Gerard Slabet, and the host, which is the University of the Free State, under the leadership of Professor Francis Peterson, who is the Rector and the Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Naidu, Deputy Vice Chancellor Operations, Mr. Temba Hlaso, Executive Director, Student Affairs, Mr. Chris Liebenberg, the Chief Financial Officer, Mrs. Belinda Kalitz, Director, Financial Aid. And for the food bev, which is a SETA that we work extensively with in the Department of Education, Mr. Sinaye Mgidi, Senior Manager, Learning Programs and Strategic Projects. From EWC SETA, the CEO, Ms. Dikele Dikoikoi. From the University of the Free State Staff, Events Department, Valami Vermeulen, Chantel Lopsha, and Alain Isaacs, who is responsible for everything electrical. From the OHS, Tato Block, Dipolo Modise, and Tutu Melesi. South Campus staff, Jeannie Combrink, Natalie Peterson, Samuel Bo, James Mpatsi, Mkolisi Razi, Nelson Mabija, Godwin Diradingwe, Mukoni Mutlenyane, Sophie Takanyane, Funiwe Tsipani. And now to the Central University of Technology, Professor Pamela Dube, Professor Alfred Ngowi, Mr. Mili Nemichili,